Is Nintendo really just for kids? This has been a debate that's been going on for years. People saying that Xbox and PlayStation and whatnot way better than Nintendo systems, and say it's just for children. You're stupid. You're a wuss if you play Nintendo games. You know, I hear this all over the place. I hear it on the internet. I hear it from people I even know, and it just infuriates me because Nintendo, I don't feel it's just a kid system. I feel it's more of a family system, more of a party system, if you will, that you can play with family and friends. And I hate how people always just put them down, you know. And I feel like Nintendo has way more creativity than anything on Xbox or anything on PlayStation would. I feel like it comes more intact with the heart, if you will. You know, some games have a lot more emotions to them, like, you know, the Mother series, for instance, is a big Nintendo title that really connects with you, along with other various Nintendo games as well. But I feel like it's more of, you know, a party system. Also, like, you know, you got Mario Kart, you got Smash, you got Splatoon and whatnot. And I feel like people just are always putting it down because, you know, the graphics, they're kind of kiddie. They're not fantastic. I mean, yeah, they're good. That's the thing. They're really good. And I'm not one who's big on graphics either. I think people who sit there and fuss about graphics and that's all they fuss about obviously don't know what a good game is, because good graphics do not make a good game. Granted, there are some games, if the graphics are really terrible, then probably wouldn't have anything to do with. But I hate how people are all like, oh, the Wii U is not as good as PS4 and it's not as good as Xbox. But does it really look like crap? It doesn't look bad. It looks really, really good. And people just gotta sit there and just fuss over it and gripe. You know, it's stupid. And I hate how Nintendo is constantly being put down for stuff that they're doing. Now, I will admit, there has been stuff going on here in the last few years that, yes, have been crappy decisions and crappy stuff has been done. One thing would be with the Amiibos, you know. People talk bad about them and stuff. And, you know, yeah, the shortage on them, it sucks. I hate how they have shortages and they're not meeting demand. They're trying to fix it, which is good, but it's still not as fantastic as it could be. But people hate on those as well, which I think they're really cool. Yes, they could have more features and they could do a lot more and more games, but either way, I still think it's a nice touch for Nintendo's part. But I just hate to see how Nintendo is hated and just seen as just a child system. You know, it's stupid, and I feel like people really shouldn't put it down, because if it wasn't for Nintendo, I would say probably the games today would not even exist. Like, you know, all the Xbox and the PlayStation and other Nintendo games, if it wasn't for Super Mario Brothers back in the day, these games probably would not exist anymore, or even exist at all. So that's the thing. People just always putting Nintendo down. Even little kids just putting Nintendo down because they're trying to, you know, they're trying to look big. They're trying to look cool. You know, oh, we play our first-person shooters and everything, and I ain't got anything against that. But I hate how even little kids put it down because, you know, they got family members or friends saying, hey, that's for wusses, you know. You gotta be out here playing a game where you're shooting and you're fighting. I mean, yeah, you fight in Nintendo games, don't get me wrong, but it's not as usually as gory as, you know, per se as Call of Duty or something around those lines. But either way, that's my rant, I guess, just kind of my opinions on why people are just hating on Nintendo so bad. I think people should really give them a chance, and you know, there are some dark Nintendo games out there too. Like, take Majora's Mask for instance. That was a dark game, you know. So anyways, tell me your thoughts in the comments on what you think. Also, be sure to like and subscribe, and also be sure to follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook as well. I would really appreciate it. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.